And he's always been one of the funniest guys in the room. You guys are going to really enjoy him. He performs all over the country, and he's going to be our comic in residence here next month, starting next Sunday. Everyone, please welcome very funny Jason Marcus.
Round of applause. How many people here think I know karate? Yeah, give it up for racism. The one That's cool. If you think I know karate, it's not your fault. I have these ninja eyes. That's very misleading. And, people, maybe for the first time, they always want to know Chinese or Japanese because there's only two kinds you can be. I'm actually Hawaiian, which is a little different. Only no one knows anything about Hawaii at all. Do you guys know about the racial war going on between Hawaii and Alaska? No? You guys go to school? That's fine. It's kind of like what happened in England when they sent all their prisoners to Australia. We sent all of our prisoners up north to freeze. Instead, they thrived and we have what is now Alaska. And every 25 years to rectify the situation, the toughest 5 guys from Hawaii fight the toughest 5 guys from Alaska on an oil rig to the death. You guys know that? Yeah, I made it up. You don't know shit about Hawaii. I could say anything, you'd have no idea. Like we still have dinosaurs there. There's no gravity, so dinosaurs just floating around everywhere. It makes people ask me a lot of dumb questions. They're like, oh, you're Hawaiian? You must love Hawaiian Punch. Which is not inaccurate, it's just fucking presumptuous. I love it. I can't act like it's not. The only problem with Hawaiian Punch, though, is the mascot. You guys remember Punchy. Little white guy, red hair, drink in one hand, runs around punching people. May not be as much Hawaiian as he is, probably Irish. For sure. That's what's our one beverage. The people who have the most already. Irish. I'm from Boston. Anyone else? So obviously, probably from Boston. Yay! There's a lot of slang we have in Boston. Like the other day I was having lunch with a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time. And halfway through lunch, he gets up, he starts going outside. I'm like, where you going, bro? He's like, I gotta go rip a butt. Does anyone know what it means to rip a butt?
Yes.
What's it mean? Smoke a cigarette, that's right. Yeah, I didn't know that, I hadn't heard that expression ever, and I hadn't seen my buddy in such a long time because he just got out of jail. And so I assumed he meant something completely different. You guys are cool, that one was about prison rape. Right on. I went on a date the other day, and I went back to this girl's house. We were watching the movie Ray. Have you guys all seen Ray? It's called Ray Charles. There's a whole part where he does heroin. I did not know that Ray Charles did heroin. That's crazy. It kind of tarnishes his image a little bit. But like, also, that's like the worst drug a blind person can do. Stabbing himself in the arm. You gotta, like, that's a lot of trust you gotta put in somebody else. Seeing eye junkie, buddy. That's terrible. I'm dating a lot, and I learned a couple things. Like one thing, if a girl shows up to the date wearing sweatpants, she's there for the free mini golf. Nice. I'm dating lots of different kinds of women. I find I like to date girls who are musically talented. That way if she gets pregnant, it's not so much an unwanted pregnancy as much as it is the start of a family band. I also like to date older women. I love MILFs. You guys know what a MILF is, right? It's a mother I'd like to, the whole thing. But the best thing about hooking up with a MILF is you spend the night, you wake up, your clothes are folded, you pack your lunch. It's so convenient when you're on the go, It's just awkward eating Apple Jacks in the morning with their kid. Cereal dribbling on his little mouth. Are you my daddy? Dude, you were in my English literature class. You gonna carpool or? I like to date older women because girls my own age are as immature as I am, and I'm pretty fucking immature. I've been immature my whole life. Like when I was a kid, I never thought I'd be doing comedy. I thought by now I'd have superpowers. I never thought I'd be able to fly or get super strong, but I used to think that your brain's a muscle. If you just work it out, eventually you'll be able to move things with it. It just makes sense, So every night before I went to bed, I used to keep this pen on my nightstand, and every morning when I woke up, I try to move the pen. I never moved the pen, but one time I did poop a little bit. immature. Every guy in the world is immature. And if any guy who wants to dispute that, think of one time you ever let one of your buddies eat a banana in front of you, and you didn't give a shit about it. It's never happened. Yeah, peel back that potassium cock. Yeah. I love it. Dip it in chocolate. Dip it in chocolate. I'm on par with most of the girls my own age because they're pretty bad too. I took a girl recently and showed up to the date with this little baby pug, little miniature pug, and the whole time I'm trying to get to know this girl, all I can hear is why would God make an animal so ugly it can't breathe? Doesn't really seem fair. In between, the dog breathing, she's telling me all these asinine pug facts. She's like, you put a pug in front of a mirror, they crash into it until they die. That's like the saddest and most adorable thing I've ever heard. I'm like, unless you open up a box of pug puppies in a fun house, then that would be. I ran into a girl I used to date back in high school, and we dated for most of our lives, and something we used to do when we were together, we used to use pickup lines on each other, even though we were already dating, which to us was adorable and everyone else annoying, I get it. So every pickup line I'm about to say you've heard before. So I went up to her and I'm like, hey, lemon pie, I told you I had a nice body, would you hold it against me? Yeah. And she kind of gave me that's how that look. So I hit her with another one, another one you've heard before, and I'm like, hey, I got the F, the C, and the K, all I need is you. And she stopped me. She's like, whoa, Jason, we don't say fuck, we say make love. Everyone knows that. We're grown-ups now. We don't say fuck, we say make love. Smarten up. I'm sorry, I was trying to be adorable. I'm sorry. So we end up drinking some more. We're back in our house, we're hooking up. And I noticed that she has a little more hair down there than I remember. But we were really close. I mean, I lost my virginity to her. She was hers to me because she was like a whore. I feel like I can tell her anything. So I'm like, hey, squirrel butt. Have you thought about shaving that? And she stopped. She's like, whoa, Jason, what? You want to be bald? Gross. What do you want to fuck a baby? You don't fuck a baby. You make love to a baby.
We're at the end of our show. We have our final comedian coming to the stage now. This guy is,